also ring that you've got. I mean, you've put out a number of albums that are Cooking Vinyl is going to put reissue again. So that's wonderful.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm pleased about that. Yeah, I feel I'm on a bit of a gradient now. It's kind of cool. You know, you write songs, you want to get them out. They're better than sitting on the tape in the drawer. And I think I think on all my albums I've got some pretty good songs. Maybe they weren't what was going on at the time, but I think now, I think people are getting hit that I'm not bad, really. You know, and that's something to say. And to have the last couple of albums out, which are kind of cool. I mean, the last album gets some great players and mates. Slim Jim Phantom's the drummer on most of the last album. Good to go. El Slick is on it. It's sort of my slightly Americana kind of album. And then this new one, El's on it, and Clem's on a couple of tracks, and some great players. So yeah, I'm feeling good about it, really.
Nice. So then, what is the set list going to look like during when you're doing your shows?
Well, I always say when I do a gig, it's a bit like a wedding, that the bride should wear something old, something new, something borrowed, and something a little, and something blue. So I always play something old, something new. There's quite a few new ones from new record. Something a little bit bluesy, and something borrowed, a cover version or two that's kind of means something to me. So that's not a bad yardstick for a gig. And you know, I play all around the world, and I don't go down pretty good. So now with a band with Gilby and Clem and Steve and people getting up, I think it's going to be a good night. You know.
Are you because you're playing a few shows when you go back to the UK after the show at the Roxy, you have a few shows there too?
Yeah, I've got quite a lot on when I get back. The album comes out. I've got maybe half a dozen shows booked in now. I've got a load of installs to do, and just me and my acoustic, which I like doing, and I've done that all around the world. Do you know what? I played at the Montreux Jazz Festival maybe a year or two before lockdown, and I went to play, and I looked to see who else was on, and it's not really a jazz festival. It's like an all that jazz kind of festival, and I did a show, and I had a good crowd there. But after the show, I went out, and there was a couple of older blokes on there, and they wanted me to sign a couple of things. Then I said, "Oh yeah, I'll sign them for you." I said, "Who else have you seen while you're here?" And they said they'd seen what's his name, Rockin' in the Free World,
Neil Young.
Neil Young. And I said, "Well, how can you say Neil Young? Because he was playing the same time as me. Because I wanted to see him myself." And they said, "Oh, we went for two numbers, and we much rather see you." So,
Oh,
yeah.
Are you enjoying
testimonial?
Yeah. Do you enjoy being the front man? I mean, I see, you watch the Sex Pistols, you're in the back. You see the Rich Kids, you were in the back, and now all of a sudden, boom, you're front and center.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it for a while, and it's something that you learn to do. And I actually doing a solo show by yourself, just you and a guitar, is scary, but that's a good reason to not do it, but to do it, because it puts hairs on your chest, and you kind of learn your trade of presenting things. And I don't, somebody can be a fantastic singer, which I don't claim to be, but nobody's going to mean the songs more than the bloke what wrote the words, me. So there you go.